some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. From inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. The defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking to pass. It's Manning. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him fear the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
From the red zone, it's Baxter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He might want another play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive going, but this 9th play will be a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Baxter. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
On the direct snap, it's Baxter. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Now on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Final play before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. They'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Trying to take it back.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get them in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. With the defense, they were all over it, they were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Calls it in. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Gonna look downfield again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And it's no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Red pass is complete. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. Another touchdown catch in game 1. Now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's St. Clair.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Going for the big play. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the grab close to the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
4th down, coming up.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's St. Clair. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Manning. That's caught. It's Wingo. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry up. On the move, it's Gibson. After 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snares it outside. It's Smith. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw, great catch.
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easy.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. To the air, it's St. Clair. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll take it himself. This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This quarterback is out of sorts at this point in the game, guys. He's already thrown 2 picks. His fundamentals are falling apart. He threw that last pass off of his back leg. This is not a good sign for this quarterback moving forward.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wants to fire on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They kick it away on 4th down. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to the running back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosions.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the ground, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Manning. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Tight end now in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Gain of 11. And that's good enough for a first down. Okay, ready?
teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another